4,
5,
3, 2.
Thank you for that.
7.
That's what it started off with. 4. All right, we are live again with the Crow Inquisitors. So yeah, how does this conversation continue?
So yeah, you see that Alfons and the lady are both super, distraught and frazzled, as Caleb described it.
Frazzled. Wait,
Yeah.
did you come in riding on the horde of orphans? That you
Basically.
brought? Okay.
Did they
just
come in on
holding
a
you
magic
above their
school
heads.
bus?
Alfons.
Connor got it.
I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
Did all the orphans come in on a
Frazzled.
magical school bus?
Oh no.
They're frizzled.
Dear. I'm
Oh,
excited for that too.
That's nested. That's got
Summer,
nested
man.
references there. I feel like a pro.
we're talking about orphans, Caleb?
We're talking about all
Yeah.
of the things at once.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Me too. I cannot wait to make my first shot with +8 in a game where +4 is the best you start
That's
out
what's
with.
going to be great about when we finish this arc is that I won't have to GM like every week. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
actually be a player for once.
Wait, what are we gonna do?
After we finish this arc of Crow Inquisitors, we're going to take a break from Crow Inquisitors and do Mistborn. Probably until, we'll do one arc of Mistborn, and then once it gets around summer, we're going to go back to Orphans. Orphans of the American Dream. 'Cause that's usually our summer game anyway.
Sweet.
Just because there's so many people in that are only free during
Exactly,
summer,
yeah. But then I'm sure we'll do many set or one shots and stuff like
One-shots,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, throughout.
you got to do all of the Apocalypse World
Yeah,
one-shots.
definitely.
Yes.
Well,
That's a
let's
lot.
just do a campaign of Apocalypse World then.
Yeah, we'll just play the same game but in a different Apocalypse World system each time.
Well, that's well, that's true. That's the thing though too. We could do is once we finish the one arc of Mistborn, we'll take a break from it. So even if that's not, summertime, let's do Orphans. Then we'll just do something else. So that might be
Right.
Let's do a mini kind of campaign of Apocalypse World. So that'd be cool.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. All right, moving on. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
So yeah, do we kind of start back with Dylan walking back in, or?
I kind of look like an idiot if I stormed out and then just came back in. So I'm just like whatever happened, I'll hear about it eventually. I'm just gonna stand outside. Probably get hit with a rock.
Stormed out.
So Alphonse, Antonius would not tell me where he was. And then I come in and I ask Alphonse, or ask Yuma what happened. She looks at Alphonse, he doesn't say anything. And I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go.
I was getting ready to say it, David. You just impatient knickers in a twist.
You walked over to a table, sat down, poured yourself a drink, took a drink, she sat down, and I just asked both of you a question. Neither of you said anything. I'm sitting there, it's like,
YOLO.
okay, just watching you sit down. Like, no, all right, that's it.
You need to press your advantage.
I'm done. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Come get me when you're all willing to tell me something.
Yes, what do the rest of you say then? You're just kind of sitting in the room awkwardly.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Nice. How long does that go on for?
I
19
like.
hours.
Did the orphans get here all right, or the kids or whatever?
Yeah, I guess there's a bunch of kids in the room, right?
David
Oh,
sent
They're not in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had the cultists send them to their own wing, basically.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I
Okay.
really trust them around the other cultists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Trust
that's
the kids, or do you not trust the cultists?
I don't trust the cultists. They just finished annihilating half the city. And I'm not gonna have a bunch of orphaned kids bunking next to a bunch of psychotic cultists.
That's a good point.
So, especially because I don't know the gender of them. I assume there's mixed, but
The kids?
yeah.
No, it's all boys. But
It was
Oh.
I guess you don't know that, so.
They're mixed.
No, I don't know that.
You
I just assumed there was a
assume
mix
their
of-
gender.
Yes, I assumed there was a he, she. No, I'm just kidding. I assumed they had both, but apparently not.
so I'm just like, yeah, they told me about how do I want to put this? They told me that Yuma here was attacked by other cult members and kidnapped. So yeah, I broke into their headquarters, made a deal with Winter. Not Winter. I made a deal with the Dreamer, and and I got Yuma back. So yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Say it all again.
I wish I was in the room for this.
Yeah. So Yuma left the other day, got kidnapped by the cult of Dreamers, and I had to make a deal with the Dreamer. Oh, by the way, we're technically all on the same side and going to attack the church in 4 days.
Is the dreamer my son?
What? Oh, what does your son look like? He was a very scary man, and I wanted to pee myself the entire time.
He probably looks Asian since he's Asian.
Yeah, was he half Echo, half Serrano?
Was attacking the church not the plan anyway?
It
I
was.
thought, are you guys the cult of the dreamers?
We're only
The
half.
plan was to kill the other half and then
Dreamer.
attack the church.
But now we have both halves fighting together.
Okay.
Apparently, that's the new plan is the old plan. Or sorry,
Yeah.
the new plan is the old plan.
Well, see, this is the thing. Alfons tentatively made a deal with the Dreamer. He has to do something first.
Oh, I have to actually do that first?
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. I thought that was an afterwards.
No.
Crap.
Did you have to cut his hand off?
No. I could just reattach it.
That's
No,
the physical
I could
discipline.
just fix it. Yeah, you couldn't do that.
Well, you
I
said
could
if
do
I got a
that
high
as
enough
far
roll.
Well,
I
okay,
could.
you could do it like in close to when
Theory.
it happened.
Grow a hand?
Yeah.
You
We
could
could
cut
just
it off
regrow
and
a
then 3
hand.
days later grow it back.
All you gotta do is come to the necropolis and Marin can take care of it for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to tell him about a bunch of artifacts and whatnot. Yeah.
What
And
artifact?
That was
I made
a
a
vague way you could have explained that.
yeah, I had to make a deal with them to get Yuma back because they're gonna sacrifice her or something.
Which
Or something.
details?
Something like that. Don't know.
Yeah. And I have to tell him everything I know about the artifact we got and the mirror thing that I have. And
We got an artifact. You have
Do
a
I know?
mirror thing?
yeah. You know that? The artifact that gave me magic powers?
Oh, I didn't know it was an art. I thought it was like just the ritual thing that imbued
No,
you.
it was this orb.
Oh,
I'm sure
When
the
he
ritual
touched
was
the orb,
part
he
of
got
it. and whatnot,
magic.
yeah. And I've just had the orb in my pocket basically the whole time.
Wait a minute. So if we touch the orb, we'd get magic, or was it a one-time thing?
It was one time, yeah.
Ah.
Because Alphonse was the
Wait a
one
second.
who was like connected to it. Remember, there was
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Right.
that ritual
right.
was done and all that stuff.
Yep.
So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't think it's wise to give this man access to ancient magic.
Well, I mean, I don't
Artifact.
have the orb. That's the problem.
Wait, what? What
Okay,
happened?
so
I
you
can't
would-
So
remember
that's
my
the first thing. That's the first time you guys have heard of that. Alphonse is supposed to have had that magical orb that you guys found,
Yeah.
and he's had it this whole time, but apparently he doesn't now.
question. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Did you lose it?
And that's kind of important. Yeah.
I traded it for David's life.
To the goddess?
Yeah.
Uh,
I seduced her into freeing me, but I had to give her something to get David.
I mean, as long as it's in the hands of a goddess, I
Yeah.
suppose.
And that's the thing. You guys will both be saying patron saint right now
Mhm.
because that's the
Or
vernacular you're
steward.
used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, it sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
Mhm.
Patron saint has it.
I know about
because she
the
was
staff,
totally
right?
reasonable with you.
Wait, is she not a
Okay.
steward, or is she?
She's a
She
steward.
is. Yeah.
The Serrano just call them patron saints because they don't believe that they're actually gods. They believe in
Oh.
one god, and that's the only god there is.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I traded it to her, and now he wants it to attack the church with us. And something about a staff. Connor.
What?
Yeah.
Hold up now. What? Say it again.
He was curious about the mirror and the staff.
The what?
The staff?
The mirror and the staff?
Yeah, the
What
staff you
What are
had.
you talking about?
The
staff
remember that
you had.
mirror amulet or whatever that you guys
Yeah.
use in conjunction
Oh!
with the staff to do that ritual?
Oh, okay.
In other words, he's referencing your demon staff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I got that part.
Do I know what like race he is?
Okay, so also, his son looks more or less just Serrano. Like, there's not a whole lot to notice. Like, because
Okay.
Cantarius himself looks pretty Serrano. He's not very noticeable as a Teconi.
I mean, but
and this is the thing.
he looks like
Connor,
me.
Cantarius married a Serrano, so your son is only 1/4 Serrano or Teconi.
Okay, but then I would ask him, okay, did he look Serrano? And he would
Did
say,
he
yeah.
look like
I
me?
mean, everyone looks Serrano,
We're in Ceran, though. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
or almost
Cultural
everyone
area.
at least.
I mean,
the real question is,
he
did he
looks
look like
Serrano.
me, but with demon eyes?
yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
what
was about to
asked.
say, yeah, he looks, Serrano average, but he had like super evil eyes.
Super evil eyes.
Evil eyes.
Yeah.
You said that? You said that.
He has demon eyes. It was very frightening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't like that. And he said something about wanting to become like a god and how I'm a puny mortal and such. Yeah.
So Alphonse, do you want to just describe the guy to Cantarius?
Yes. I just described.
Yeah, and
basically-
it totally sounds like your son, Cantarius.
Yeah. So I'm completely and utterly convinced that, like, 100%, this is my son.
And you're not well pleased.
Oh, yeah.
This is my son with whom I am not well pleased.
Pretty much.
But for
I'm like,
reference,
well, the plot thickens.
this is what winter looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, he looks better than I imagined him, being
Yeah.
a hobo in the
He's my son.
random cave.
Fiddle.
Yeah, like he looks more disheveled than that before. And stuff, so. That's just the actor who plays him.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So do you say that it's your son, Connor, or do you keep that to yourself?
I mean, this is the thing. You asked Alphonse to describe the guy to you, so I think everybody's at least curious.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say anything unless somebody prompted me.
I'm like, do you know him or something?
That's my son.
Oh, well, the plot thickens.
Sorry, bro. My bad. That's a bummer.
Courtney had her first infinite loop, guys. Celebrate for her.
Progress.
She's having so much fun.
Awesome.
I wish I could be programming right now, but I'm busy with a meme.
I mean, you should write a language to make memes programmatically.
Just automatically generate a sense of humor. I was doing some programming with my friend Zach yesterday. We made a calculator that could add single digits, but not tell we couldn't do a 22. You had to do 2 and 2. So if you wanted to add anything from 0 to 9, you're good. If you wanted to add 10 or above to something, you kind of had to make your own. So
I mean, who adds 10 or more anyway?
nobody.
You're
I mean, you
good.
could just do that in increments. Just do 9s until you run out of.
Yeah, you can just do each digit and then mark it down on paper, and then
Yeah, exactly.
you're
You'll
good.
even keep track. You just have to make sure you
At
remember.
that point,
where
it's
we're at.
probably faster to just use your mind. It's a faster calculator than that.
Anyways,
So yeah, I mean, what does everybody think about that revelation?
I think it smells bad outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Because Dylan isn't here. Dylan isn't here.
Oh, okay. All right. That,
Mhm.
I don't know how to react.
Since Sergio wasn't around for the whole like artifact thing, I guess he's not too into how important they are, but it's still an important thing that he lost. And yeah, so Connor, it's your son now.
It was always my son, but
But now we know it's
not
your
actually
son.
say it, but no, I'm like, wait, okay, what is the like? Say your sentence again. I'm confused. Are you saying like it? Like it's my son now? Like he's
being like, so now we know it's your son. Like that's
son.
like, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been my son. So
Great, more son problems.
Antonius,
Oh,
how do you
ouch.
feel about
Antonius
that?
shoots
Oh.
with glare.
Wait, Sergio, do you know about that?
Good thing.
Oh, yeah, you were with him, right?
Kids.
Sergio,
Oh, yeah.
Sergio, did
All
you
the
actually
problems
say
with my
that, or-
nephews and all your. No.
Okay. I'm just saying.
well,
That's
welcome
kind
to the
of a
game, here, Trevor.
That was a real sick burn, man.
Inner Sergio, who was convinced throw it away through years of meditation.
Oh.
Normal Sergio, be nice. Inner Sergio, burn them.
That's why I was gone meditating for so long. I had some.
Some
I
anger
had
issues
to
you
lock
needed to work
away
through.
inner Sergio.
Yeah.
Had to banish the inner demon.
Yeah, I don't know. What's our plan of attack here?
Well, I've been doing some research into demons, and there is a way that we don't have to kill him. And I don't know what that is, but that's actually not my son. He is possessed by a demon. The demon is making his decisions for him. So
Cop out.
I cannot kill him.
I'm sure Dellen will do it.
I can do it for you.
Would you actually say that?
I'm not here.
Well, that's
No,
the
I
thing.
wouldn't
What
actually say
if
that.
what if Dellen walks in at that point?
Would you
Yeah.
actually?
Well, okay. I think no. I think I mean, well, to be honest, it's
Storm
probably not
back
really
in.
gonna be up to us. It's gonna be to whether or not he survives the fight with the church, really. But because then it's in our hands when we turn it around. But I mean, I think basically he just went to make sure the orphans were situated, and then when he was made sure they were okay, he came back or whatever. Because obviously, as much as he's like, no one will talk to me, we need to figure out what we're doing. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Galadriel's husband.
So what was said? You said you can't kill him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I said I can't kill him.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dylan will walk back in, and he's like, "Hopefully, he gives us a choice. What's this method of freeing him that you have in mind?"
I honestly have no clue what that is yet, but I know there is some way.
Wow, that's
Heck of a lead.
yeah, that's not as what I was hoping for.
Yeah, incredibly
Thank-
concrete and helpful. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, his fate might not be in our hands if the church
There
does him in
exists
before
a
we have a
solution.
chance.
We're good.
What did you say?
There exists a solution, so we're good. We're the mathematicians.
I have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that there exists a solution. Therefore, I can submit my paper, get my PhD, and move on.
I just need you guys all to know that I will do whatever it takes to make sure that I can have my son. He is more important to me than all of you. And I know that it is
Well,
out of my
fine.
best interest to have said that to you, but it's about time we started telling each other the truth.
I mean,
I
yeah,
look to you, I'm
like,
like, yeah.
yeah.
Kantaris, I look to you, I'm just like, I will do whatever I can to help you get your son back.
I have no idea what to think about that.
You've just proved him wrong.
Well, so here's the problem. Basically you just said you're willing to try and kill us if we try and kill your son, basically, right? That's what you said, more or less?
No.
I mean, that was the insinuation there.
Define insinuation.
You said it, but you didn't say it.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, that's what I thought.
But no,
Yeah, that's not
I mean,
okay.
I'm not gonna try to kill you.
Well, you said I'll do anything I need to get my son back. He is more important, and then you specified to me than you guys. So you specified us and said I will do anything. That insinuates that you're willing directly towards us to do anything towards us in favor of him.
That's true.
Okay, well, if you were having this conversation in person with me, this is a different story. But
I am having it sort of in person, and that's what I got from you.
That's just inner Cantarius.
Well, okay, what does he actually say? If that's not what he means, tell me what he says. Because if he's like, yeah, I'd rather kill you guys and let him get killed, there's going to be a
I
problem.
mean, that's not what he said. That's just what you were getting from it.
Right.
I mean, that's not what he meant by it. But if that's how you want your character to take
That's
it,
the
then
thing,
we're
does,
I mean,
yeah,
Well,
does
at this point-
does Dylan speak up about it then?
I mean,
this
that's what
point-
it sounded like. Is that what he was trying to get across?
no.
Okay.
Fight.
Okay. All right, yeah. Yeah, so I think
What?
Dylan just looks at you and he's like, anything is a pretty strong term. What do you mean by that?
I would never do anything to harm you. But I would much rather never do anything to harm my son.
That's real vague. That's
Yeah.
super
He's like, I'm not
vague.
sure that those two absolutes are going to be able to.
I'm not going to do
Coexist,
anything,
yeah.
but I'd much rather not do anything.
Like, I understand what you mean, but you understand it's possible that might be an eventuality. I mean, if your son is possessed, he may try to kill you. You may not have a choice. Other than, of course, letting him kill you, which I suppose is your prerogative. But I can't let this.
Let's put it this way. I am not going to kill any of you, but I love my son more than I love any of you.
Why are we suddenly talking about killing each other?
I mean, haven't we always been doing that?
And loving each
And
other.
that's always been
like
under the
what?
surface what we were really
Yep.
talking about.
This is where.
Yeah,
this is
honestly,
where
our conversations have been like, I won't kill you until I kill this other guy.
But it's all been. The word kill hasn't really jumped out all that frequently, especially regarding to one another.
Well,
So
I mean, I
only
tried to
you and-
kill Alfons at
Well,
least
okay,
once.
you and Alfons are the exception here.
yeah.
Well, yeah. But we are, like, I don't know. How many people do we have in the total party?
6.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're a good, third of the party, so. Us trying to kill each other all the time is a pretty major thing. You gonna be okay?
Except you guys.
Oh, it is so funny.
Except you guys.
Or BFFs now.
Yeah. Right, BFF.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're not trying to kill each other now. Now it's Cantarius that's trying to kill us. So, now that we're cool, Cantarius has to shake it up.
And you do know, Connor, that since you've said that statement, I absolutely have to get you to choose between your son and these people, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can't just say those sorts of things in canon and not expect it to be foreshadowing for some horrible decision later.
Yeah.
Stakes were
Oh, yeah, so
made.
basically, yeah, Dylan's like, you realize those two certainties. Oh, wait, no, you responded to that, right? You said you wouldn't kill us, but you love your son more,
Yeah.
basically?
Yeah.
Alright.
Which I will have
Yeah.
to test now.
I just kind of shake my head. I'm like, that's not very solid logic. This is going to come back to bite us.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm not, yeah.
That's,
Well, he
that's
doesn't say
literally
that.
all I can say. I'm
He's
sorry.
just shaking his head, like,
Yeah.
this isn't going to go well.
No, and he looks at Dylan and he's like, I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now, if it comes down to there's no way to save his life and he's, killing other people, I know that he would much rather that I killed him and stopped him from killing these people unwittingly, and who knows what other torture he is going through by being possessed. So I know that if it comes down to it, I am okay with one of you killing him, but I can't do it. And I wish I know that that would be the right thing to do, but I can't do it.
He just knows that. I understand. As long as your attachment to your son isn't going to threaten any of our lives, and I understand. I mean, I couldn't imagine killing my own son if I had one either, so I understand.
Sorry to drop this.
Sorry to darken the mood after that giant massacre, man.
Yeah.
We were on such a high, too.
Yeah, so I think at this point you guys have realized that like Yuma and Maria like have moved off to like another, just like a room adjacent, and they snuck into the other room, and they're like having a deep conversation or something like that. Like if we were watching like the the whole room while this conversation was happening. We saw a shot of like Marta, she's putting her hand on Yuma's, just like trying to comfort her or whatever, because it's obvious that Yuma's just super frazzled. And then like Yuma just like almost seems to like break down a little bit and just kind of like slump and put her hands in her head, on her head, and then Maria kind of like leads her away by the shoulder into the other room, and so.
Well, I have nothing to do with that, so.
Yeah. I'm just sitting there like, I really wish I could go talk to them, but that'd probably make it worse.
Everything worse.
Yep.
So.
No, talking always.
So I see that, and I look at Alfons, and I'm like, what happened to the Yuma? Like,
yeah.
I'm supposed putting her around. Tell me what happened.
I say she was captured. She was kidnapped by the other half of the Dreamer cult.
Yeah, he just looks
And
pretty mad. And he's like, well, I guess it's convenient that we're going to kill them all then, because I didn't hear you say we were working with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just all the more reason to make sure they don't make it to the,
You don't know that we're technically allied with the other half now until the end of it, because I made a deal with their boss, because you weren't there for that.
Right, exactly. So I'm like, good thing we're just gonna go murder them all.
Yeah. And then I say it was Jontos who was responsible for it.
I'm like, I thought I killed him.
Yeah, their leader brought him back.
They have a magic healer too.
Yeah, and I say his ability very outgrades mine.
Yeah, I think Dylan's like, he's got white knuckles on his sword, and he's just like, oh. And I should have cut his head off, but yeah. So you didn't say after that we were allied with them, right? You just said that he captured.
I just tell you everything that went on. Like the orphan kids led me, or they told me that she was kidnapped by them and led me to their base, and then I snuck in, made a deal with their leader, and the deal involved me getting Yuma back, and then Jontos attacking me.
He attacked you?
Yeah, Jontos straight up attacked me, and then I ran around the base until I found. I used my my magic enhanced speed to run around the base and find what's his face, to find Winter, or the Dreamer. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was very tense.
And your side of the deal?
I have to tell him about the mirror, the staff, and I might have to give him the artifact I traded to save your life. So I have to somehow get that back. So, yeah.
No, and you didn't at any point say there that we were allied with them, did you?
I said we're allied against the church, and then I'm going to slaughter all of them and kill Jontos myself.
It's like, I mean, we're fighting a battle with them now. Why don't we just wipe them out as it is?
Why do you hate Jontos?
Because he tortured Yuma.
Mm.
And because he's a tool.
Yeah.
No.
That's not great. So that's what's going on.
Josh.
Yeah.
A happy guy there.
So I'm like, I mean, we're already in a pitched battle with them. Why does you have Yuma? Why are we allying with them? We don't need their help. You have 2 armies. We have half a cult, and I'm not going to march beside a demon-possessed maniac with Jontos at his side. I'd much sooner cut their throats again.
I'm not saying that that's off the table. I just saying that's the deal I made then to assure getting Yuma out. I don't know what the next step is.
All right, he nods. He says, "I think the next step is the same as it was before. It would be far more dangerous to try and attack the church with allies that are more likely to kill us than the church is. That's suicidal.
I say we kill, somehow kill the demon without killing his son, and then kill Jontos and then the other leaders, and then convince the other half to join us. What's left of them, that is."
So why was he interested in the staff? That could give us a hint.
I don't know. He was very, very vague and wasn't willing to give up much until later. And I also held my cards pretty close to my chest as well.
Okay. What
and then
were the circumstances surrounding this? Like, why did he talk to you?
I snuck into his room after being chased by Jontos and all of his men.
Oh.
Yeah.
He rolled a perception roll to try to guess where he might be, and he got a very high roll. So he guessed correctly. It was pretty cool.
It was the most tense moment of the entire game for me.
I'm sure.
Oh.
Those rolls are the worst. That is every roll in Tonight We Dance.
Yeah.
I'm always just like, if this goes bad, I die.
Yep.
So true.
That happened like 20 different times.
Yeah. That game is physically draining.
I know. That's the thing, though. It's a one-on-one game. Like that's what that
too,
is.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, too.
One-on-one,
even if it wasn't
wheel
just
games are intense.
Yeah. Especially when you're a Life Path 3 character and everyone you're interacting with has at least one life path more than you.
Yeah. Pretty much. Except your allies.
Yes, except the people helping me who are equally as anyways. Yeah, I mean, I think I look over at Cantarius, I'm like, I guess we need to figure out a way to free your son of the demon before. I mean, we don't have a lot of time.
We have 4 days until the what's it called army gets here. The Order army gets here. So we have 3 days to do that and get ready to attack the church.
Sounds like you have 3 days to try and figure this out. I mean, we can't prolong it after that.
And the clock starts ticking.
Yeah. Does Cantarius have a response to that?
Nope.
Or he just told you had a clock to save your son's life, and you're just like, all right, sounds good.
I mean, we do. What do you want me to say?
But I mean, you're not like, cool, I'm gonna go study. You're like, that sucks. Or, I mean, do you have any ideas of where to look? Like,
No.
Oh my gosh.
I have 2 sources I could ask.
We could just ask a goddess.
Yeah.
I mean, a
That's
patron
one of
saint.
I mean, I was given a book that I could study, but it's nothing official. And it's just
I mean,
it's
rarely official in this kind of thing.
but it's all none of it is actually trustworthy. It's all myth and stuff like that. It's just to give us an idea of what it might be talking about.
Have you read its entirety?
No, not yet.
All right. Well, I imagine that's the first step if we have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Because meanwhile, we need to work on, I don't know, shoring up our flanks.
Maybe I have. I mean, how long has it been? And how long is it?
It's like the afternoon now. It's like noon or 1 p.m.
Can you read?
I mean, like, how long has it been since I had the book?
Like a day and a half or something.
Wait, where did you get this book?
The university.
Yeah.
Oh, he just went. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, did you have some?
He made a circles roll to find an old teacher of his that
okay.
had access to it. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is right before you guys went to the initiation, so.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I mean, what I'm hearing is we're gonna need a montage.
A book reading montage.
Yeah, book reading montage.
Montage of Connor
Yeah,
just
might be
sitting there flip.
Take a
Well, that's
potato
the
chip.
thing, though. Like, if you combine Cantarius's book there, Dylan and Sergio's knowledge of
That's
doctrine and
montage scene.
philosophy and stuff, that actually you might be able to glean something interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, is this about the magic thing though?
This is about demons.
Oh, demons. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So I mean, do you guys want to make a roll then? Dylan,
Yeah.
like, and then one of you make the roll, and then the rest of you help. With your various.
Oh, I assume Cantarius is making the roll, right?
Yeah, I would
He's
assume
the-
so. Yeah.
Okay.
What roll?
Probably a research roll. You can
Yeah.
roll on.
I have a read
Yeah.
roll.
Read would be. Like
Read would work, but like, I mean, you're very specifically researching something, so
Is research an actual?
research is
Yeah.
a skill. Yeah, like read is like a one-time, like I'm gonna read this book or whatever, but research is like I'm gonna peruse all these different things. We're gonna cross-reference things. You know what I mean? Like, and that's basically what you would be doing with Dylan and Sergio helping and all that stuff. So.
Okay.
Again, you could try to find someone who has the research skill.
Why would you need a skill then for read? Because that's what I thought read did, was like trying to find something specific.
Read
and-
is
Literally-
specifically one volume.
Read is basically, can you actually physically, or I mean, I guess mentally comprehend the
Yeah,
words? Like you needed to have the read.
Yeah. So actually,
But-
this is these are the descriptions of read and research. For read, it's I guess it doesn't really have an actual description. It just says in the Middle Ages, reading and writing were two separate and distinct skills. It's difficult for the modern mind to comprehend this, but it is a fact. Therefore, a character may be able to read, but not know how to transcribe his thoughts onto paper. So, I mean, it's just obvious. It's reading something. And then obstacles are like a note or sign,
but
ob
it wouldn't be
1,
like
letter, ob 2, essay or article, ob 3, book, ob 4, so on and so forth. Research is the art of navigating libraries, gathering data, and collating coherent reports. So actually, this would not be a research role. It would be a read role. But it would be...
Aha.
Weird.
It would either be a read roll or someone has like history or something. You know what I mean? Like it would. This would probably. Yeah, I think that actually would be a read roll because what it would entail is Cantarius is reading this volume that he has, right? This book of demonology and stuff, and then Sergio and Dalvin would be inputting with their doctrine and philosophy and all that stuff. And then like they would all be reading it together basically.
Right. No, we can only help with one skill.
You only
though,
help
right?
with one skill, yeah.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate.
So Cantarius, you're making a read roll. What do you guys? Anyone who has a relevant skill can help. I mean, and Alfons and Antonius could both help here with read as a skill. Like, you could just all sit down the whole day and just like peruse this book and like cross-reference things and try to think it through.
Sure.
if I can help with philosophy,
Yep.
I'll do that.
Yeah, so you're thinking of all the the philosophical Tekoni stuff that anything about demons that you
Honestly,
know about.
I feel like Cantarius is just kind of flabbergasted that anybody actually cares. He's just kind of like, I don't get it.
I just said that I don't care about any of you.
Do we care though, or are we just bored?
That is the question of the century.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, what are your guys' motivations for helping here?
I mean, when it comes down to it, it's if we know we have Cantarius on our side, and he doesn't in the moment decide that he actually doesn't care about us, and he's just going to try and do this on his own. Like, it'll make me feel a lot more secure if I know I can trust that he has hope that his son won't die, and also that just in general, we'll have him on our side. Like, we can take him with us. Like, if basically we don't find a way, I'm not gonna bring him with me. Probably, at least I'm gonna counter. I'm gonna suggest that we don't do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that to go bad. But if we can find a way to do this, and at least he has hope that'll take him through the mission and get us there. So yeah, it's really just about I mean, obviously, we're not terrible people. Like, it's all we're doing is reading. Like, if we can just do that and help somebody, you might as well. Like, it's not hard. And also, I mean, as close of friends that we have, he's like a friend, sort of. And yeah, I mean, plus, yeah, it's really just we need to not can't worry about his allegiance when we're trying not to die.
Mhm.
So
That's true. Yeah, I think Sergio's probably interested in the study of it too.
Mhm.
yeah, there's definitely that element too. I mean, we're gonna try and banish a demon. That's kind of cool. Like, I mean, technically, Sergio and I are both of the orders of the church, so like that's definitely up our alley.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Demon banishing could be in your job description.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I banished a demon once after destroying an entire cult.
Put it on your resume.
Exactly.
All right, so Sergio, you're helping with philosophy. Dylan, I'm assuming you're helping with doctrine.
Yeah, what's the obstacle for helping again?
Well, I mean, yeah.
There isn't one for helping,
The job is
but-
going to be everyone has the. You're not rolling a linked test here. You're just adding the dice to it, but you will get a skill or a test.
Oh, gotcha.
You'll get a test.
Can we
based
do-
on the ob.
Can we do multiple linked tests?
You can
like so,
do multiple linked tests and then help with one skill. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, because I mean, I have foreign doctrine too that I could roll. I don't have anything else though, and I know Sergio probably has like 3 linked tests he
Oh,
could roll.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
you can
could
roll link tests.
use doctrine, foreign doctrine, and philosophy.
Yes, I mean roll. Choose one of those skills to just help with, right, and then roll linked tests for the rest of those. Okay. So everybody can just go ahead and do that, and we'll.
Can I use my foreign doctrine to help since it's only 2 and doctrine 6 to roll?
Mhm,
'Cause-
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll help with. Wait, where's my foreign doctrine?
What's the difficulty or obstacle?
Let's just say a base ob 3 for all of your linked test stuff.
Okay.
Oh. I don't know how to read that well.
Ouch.
Wow, I don't know any doctrine about
Oops.
demons.
You do not
My
know
bad.
any relevant doctrine.
Okay.
Oh wow, you have a 1 in read. Wow.
You're like, that letter's I.
No, I'm like, I can read some of these
I
words.
do, however, know some philosophy about demons. So.
Okay.
And
know that they're
then
bad
I'll
juju.
help
So
with foreign
Antonius,
doctrine.
is that the only relevant skill that you have though to help?
Yes, I'm craftsman. not
Yeah.
thinker.
So don't even bother. You don't have to bother rolling it though. You can just help with it and just add a dice automatically. So the way
What?
this is working, everyone
So
can
helping dice as opposed to a linked
yes,
test.
exactly. Everyone can add
Okay,
one helping
yes.
dice just automatically, and then any other skills you have that might be relevant, you can roll link tests for.
Okay. I want to be helpful.
Okay, so it looks like we got two dice from linked tests, and then 1 dice for Antonius's helping. What are you helping with, Trevor and David?
Foreign doctrine for me.
Also for me too.
Foreign doctrine for you as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we got 3 helping dice and 2 linked test dice. Alfons, you helping with anything?
I'd probably be talking to the goddess lady and/or Min, because there's nothing much I'd be able to do to help that. Not
Okay, so you're
like
not.
that wise.
Yeah, you're not really involved in this.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, you could ask a goddess. That would help.
that's true. I mean, you
Yeah,
could.
that's what I'm doing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so Alphonse, roll a persuasion test to persuade her
Oh,
to
sweet.
help, give you relevant information, because she totally would have relevant
Yeah.
information, but like it's a matter of whether or not she feels like she
Okay.
wants to tell you,
Yeah, I gotcha.
because she's a goddess and that's how they work. Just roll persuasion base and I'll
Can I fork in seduction?
yeah, sure.
Always.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, what's the ob?
Let's
12?
say 5.
Oh, you should make it harder though. I need to get some challenging and difficult ones.
Uh, all right, awesome. Yeah, so you can add a dice for that. So basically, Alphonse, yeah, you'd call on Narani and ask her if she has any advice, and so she kind of like points a few things out during this whole thing. So yeah, we totally have a research montage where all you guys are, cross-referencing things and talking about it, and so we got
research montage.
Yeah, exactly. We have.
So, okay, do we know that there's a goddess
6.
floating above our shoulders looking at the book we're reading?
No. Alphons. She appears to Alphons and Alphons only.
Yeah, but it's
Alphons is
not weird that
talking to
Alphons is
himself.
like, yeah, there's a goddess that she told me to look at that. Like,
I mean, probably.
oh my gosh, okay. I'm just sure Dylan would have a problem with this somewhere.
Well, that's the thing. Like, technically, Alphons is a favorite, right? Like, he gets his magic from the goddess, so that's not.
Yeah, I don't
that's
know
not
that.
sacrilegious. No, you know
No.
that. You absolutely know that.
So I know he's
he would have
getting
mentioned
from...
it at some point. Yeah.
All right. Well, and I mean more like she's sitting here helping us read, and I would be either on my face or be like, "How dare you like bother her with our little reading
Well,
project?"
it would depend on how Alphons phrased it, right? Like, Alphons, are you doing it like the whole like, "Hey, babe" kind of thing? Like, let's.
Well, then I'd
help me out
probably
here?
get really
Or-
mad.
Yeah. Or are you doing like really respectful?
Want to
Like,
join in on my book study?
yeah.
Netflix and chill. What?
How are you doing it, Alphons? How are you doing it? Or do you go
I
in a
mean-
different room entirely because you don't want to?
Yeah.
Yeah, or bother Dylan. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably.
Yeah. So he comes in after the
Okay.
fact and has some things to add to it.
Oh gosh. All right.
All right, so that means you have 6 modifier dice altogether, Kantaria. So I mean, go ahead and make that roll and make it graduated, and we'll see what you can figure out.
I mean, Reed is already graduated.
Right, I'm just saying, yeah, like roll read, and then you have 6 modifier dice. But you can add persona if you want to, or anything like that too. You can do that.
I mean, I have 10 persona, so
Jeez.
kind of like, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add as much as you want. So in Artha, you would write whatever, how many persona points you're spending on it. So.
Yeah.
I suppose I could pray. Should I do that?
Yeah, you could do that too.
All right.
Do what you want, man. I'm all for it.
What are you
This is
gonna?
a 3, right?
It's a 3. Yes, to have the
Add
chance
dice.
to add multiple dice. Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 2 persona into it.
Okay. Don't finish modifiers yet. Just wait until Dylan rolls this and see if you get any more dice.
You can pray for other people's rolls.
Yep.
Yep. Actually, you have to. There's
it's
just a
harder.
different thing for praying for your own.
It's there's a different thing praying for your own. All right, that's 2 dice. So you get 8 modifiers, Connor.
Oh yeah.
8 modifiers.
You're welcome.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
I'm not jealous of you anymore, Alphonse.
8 negative modifiers.
All right.
Wait, what'd you say, David?
What's the base
I'm
op?
not jealous of you anymore
For what?
because you got your roll from Nirvani, but I like prayed to the
okay.
yeah. So it's like I have one.
You
too.
got your roll from the great god.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's the base op?
It's just graduated, so just leave it 1, and it will just be based on how many successes you get.
All right.
Nice, 8 successes.
Nice, dude.
So you can re-roll. You can spend a fate and re-roll those 3 6s if you want to get more.
Dang, son. Bless you, whoever that was.
I think that was Courtney.
Oh, that was Courtney.
Bless
Yeah.
you, Courtney.
Bless you, Courtney.
David says, "Bless you." She says thanks.
Ugh.
Do you want to spend a fate and re-roll those 3 6s, Connor?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you have a whole bunch of fate, so
Yeah.
make sure you mark that that you spent it on read and that you took one off. So, and this is a routine read test. So,
Oh.
you have 3 d6, so you can roll another. So roll 2 more d6s because you rolled a 6 on that.
You rolled
one
a
too.
6 and you
Yeah.
had another one before. Yeah.
All right,
Nice. One
so
more.
3. Yeah, you got 11. Yeah,
Nice.
so this is the thing.
Nice.
I think that through the course of this afternoon, you put together, and you guys can tell me who's like the lead on this. You guys put together a rudimentary theory of binding.
You find a passage that says
Yes.
if you have a son and he's possessed, and you have a
This is
staff,
what
but
you
you don't
do.
want him to kill him, but you do want to kill the demon inside of him, do this thing.
No, like
Wow, that's so specific.
yeah, this is the thing, because it's the thing. You're cross-referencing all these different myths and doctrine like stuff on, and I'm sure that Dellen and Sergio probably have like holy books and stuff like that that they can add to this too, and like cross-reference things. But you guys cross-reference a whole bunch of myths and folktales and doctrinal things about demons, and yeah, you guys put together a rudimentary theory on binding. So you guys, I don't know, you guys can tell me.
That sounds important.
Who
Now we
takes the
can
lead
make
on
Demon's
that?
magic system, basically.
Yeah, it's the demon's magic system. Who has the lead on that? Like who kind of
Start a
puts this
publishing
together?
company.
I actually have a holy book. Can I get extra dice when I do things since I have a holy book? Like it's
I
this
think
holy
so,
book in my
yeah.
gear. Cool. Alright, anyways.
Who takes the lead on that, you think? I feel like it might be Sergio. 'Cause
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like
Sergio's
that
the
makes sense.
thinker
Sure.
of the group.
Yeah.
So Sergio, yeah, you put together a rudimentary theory of binding. So you figure out, all right, these are the different folktales and myths and stuff like that have been told of demons. This is the things they've been able to do, and you put together like a thing, an idea of what sorts of things demons can do, and that is they bind to things. Like they bind their souls to an object, a person, something like that, to gain abilities, and based on what they bind to, they gain a certain ability. So you guys put that together, and especially because you got 11, like I think it's really obvious to you all that like this artifact sort of thing. If the demon gets a hold of that magical artifact that Alfons promised him, he could bind himself to it and probably be extremely powerful.
Transcend the world.
Yeah.
Experience tranquility.
And then so
I have a phone call coming in. I need to take. I will be right back.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
yeah, so I mean, basically, like you get this
Oh.
idea that like that's what happened to that's what possession is. They bind themselves to the soul of the person, and then get to control their bodies. You also realize that demons do not have physical forms. In everything that you've ever read, demons never have their own form. It's always they take the body of something else. So you understand that really well. You have a rudimentary theory of binding. I can't think of what else would you be able to figure out.
Do we have any kind of inclination on how we might reverse a binding? Force something out of something?
Yeah, I think you have a general idea of like
what we would do. We had.
well, I mean, okay, so the way it works is that if you like destroy the thing that they're bound to before they have a chance to unbind to it, then that will damage them. And
Right, but we want to not do that.
no,
Because we don't want to kill
Honor
someone.
does.
right, yeah, but that would be the only way to actually stop the demon. It would be to kill, and that's what you figure out through this, is to kill Winter before the demon has a chance to escape the body. And
Okay, I see.
In that what?
or at the very least get the demon to bind to something else and then destroy that thing. Like,
Right.
it's
So we just give him a glass ball. And we're like, bind to this. Smash. It'll be great. Don't get any powers from a glass ball. So, and he'll think it's the orb. As long as he's
Well,
stupid.
would we be able to fool him, or can he like sense it since he's a demon?
I mean,
Yeah, I
as
don't
soon
know.
as he tried,
Probably
I don't think he would know right
sense
away, but as soon as he tried binding to it, it would be obvious.
I mean, can he like, I'm going to oh, that's weak. Never mind. Like, can he
Actually,
just change
yeah,
his mind?
here's the thing, because you can. The demons have a very good sense for magic systems in general, because that's what makes their binding so powerful. Is like they can analyze like what the bindings would do before they make them, and so yeah, like he would probably not be fooled by that.
That's sad.
But yeah, I think also you guys, I think you guys get a very good idea of chaos, of that the demons serve the devil. Like, what is the devil in Serrano mythology, and you kind of figure out also that they're bound to chaos. Like they're bound to, and you would think of him as the devil, like as darkness, as the devil, but like the void or whatever. But yeah, you also get that connection too. So you guys have a very, very good understanding of, as well as you guys probably could, in the place you are right now of what all this is and what it does.
Do we all get demon wise opened?
I
As a skill?
mean, no. That would be you would have to like roll it or train it or whatever. You know, this was you all good mark that test though, because this is it would just be a routine test if you have space for a routine for any of those skills you helped with. So foreign doctrine for you guys, and then Cantarius you can mark a routine read.
Yep.
If you didn't already.
Read.
And then Antonius can as well, but. Okay, awesome. So yeah, what are you guys planning on doing now?
I mean, really, if we want to save your son's life, the only thing we can do, it sounds like, is get him to bind something that we can destroy. And yeah, I mean, I mean, obviously, it can't be one of the artifacts. If he binds to one of those, presumably he'll be significantly more powerful, and I imagine we'll have difficulty destroying that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So obviously, I think we would come to the conclusion that he bound to the staff, right?
I mean, this is the thing. You have absolutely no... Actually, okay, so you would have a good understanding. I mean, obviously, because the green smoke and all that stuff is connected to the devil. Like, you've made that connection. I don't know if you would just directly jump to, the staff is connected to your ass, or to Winter, you know what I mean? Like, but you might think it's somehow connected to the devil.
We might have just assumed it was a demon.
Because he was so interested in it.
I mean, okay, so that's a very good point, actually. Winter made it for you, right? Like, he gave it to you. What would Cantarius think about that? Like, after knowing all this stuff, like, would he think that the demon bound it to him? But, like, that doesn't actually make sense, right? Like...
Because he was supposed to be in Winter the whole time, so...
Well, that's the thing. You get a theory of binding across, and you understand you can have multiple bindings, too. Yeah.
Oh, so if we gave him this orb, he could just not leave Winter, but also get this orb.
Yeah, exactly. It's more dangerous to do it that way. But that's that would be the thing.
Okay.
Again, like the more bindings you have, the more hard it is to keep them all intact. But if he did it, he would be pretty powerful.
Right. So what was it that made Cantarius think there was a method to do this without hurting his son? Because it doesn't sound like there is.
I mean, hope maybe. That's basically it.
You
know what I mean? Like just
okay. Well, I didn't know how he got the book. I assumed however he got the book made him think that. Because he said, I know I can. I don't know how. So I assumed he had a reason to.
What is your reason?
I don't remember.
I don't think there was necessarily a reason. I mean, you did some rudimentary research yourself, but it was more or less just, hey, demons possess people and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think you really figured out much.
So you don't actually know for sure that, or you didn't know for sure?
No, you didn't.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a problem.
And again, there is a way to do it. Like you could do it. You could just get him to, fool him into binding to something else and leaving Winter, and then,
I mean, could you fool him into leaving Winter at all? Like, I mean, that has to be something he just does, right? I mean.
Yeah. Again, like as you understand binding, it's dangerous to bind to something. When you've already bound to a whole bunch of things, the more bindings you have, the more dangerous it is. So your assumption would be you might be able to convince him to leave Winter and bind to something else, or maybe to someone else. You know what I mean? That shows more promise. But that would really be the only way that would work. Otherwise,
let's get him to bind to you.
That's a horrible idea.
Oh my gosh, no! But I think that's probably what Cantarius would think.
Me? Why me?
No, Cantarius.
What?
Like, bind to Cantarius. Connor, wouldn't you think about the fact that Cantarius would be like, hey, what if I got the demon to bind to me instead? And then you guys kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, like, that would totally be a thing.
Perfect ending for my character, so...
Well, see, that's what I was thinking until I realized that he could just do both. I mean, like you said, it'd be hard, but, like...
right, but again, like, what's it called? If you like convinced the demon to like that Cantarius was better than Winter and was like cooler and stuff like that.
He has magic.
That's very true.
I mean, technically Winter does too.
I could totally convince this guy.
Oh. I thought Winter had magic because of the
To be fair, Winter's magic is much cooler because he has the physical discipline.
Yeah, I guess actually it is the reason that he has.
So
that.
then the demon would have his magic, and he'd also have Cantarius' magic. He'd have native magic going into the
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
host.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean that's actually a pretty solid plan, to be honest.
Yep. I'm going for
Yeah,
it.
I mean that's what I was thinking. Yeah, originally thought because that makes sense for Cantarius to think that.
All right, I just come out and say it then. That's the plan, guys. We're gonna get it to come into me.
Oh, I thought the plan was to have Antonius seduce the demon. Antonius, I meant Alfons.
Okay.
I was about to say, wow, that there's nothing good about that.
Yeah, I was
plan.
very lost there for just.
No, yeah, I didn't even hear the name you said. I heard seduce. I knew who you meant. So.
Yeah.
I mean, to be completely honest, binders are hermaphrodites. They are not. They're ambiguously gendered.
So I could have seduced him earlier. Oh my gosh.
But that's the thing. He was in the body of a male, so that would have been weird for you. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm a good
or he's
actor.
impervious to all seduction, depending on how that rolls.
yeah, like they just have the
Oh.
capabilities to.
I
to,
mean,
like,
they're born
change.
from evil. I'm sure they're fine with it.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, originally they weren't. Originally, they're actually a species that existed on a world in another
Right.
cycle. They just were corrupted
Right.
by.
But yeah, but they're
chaos.
corrupted.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But yeah. All right. I mean, I'm still of the opinion that we could find something. Like, I mean, Dylan's still of the opinion that killing Cantarius is like a
No.
last resort kind of like not let he obviously if he wants to sacrifice his life for his son that's fine, but I mean if we could just get him to get into a glass wall that we could break, or if we could get him in the orb but have the orb pre-cracked or something like that, so we could just pop a hole in it, like there's other methods we might be able to use besides immediately resorting to murdering him.
I just don't see any other one that would be as much fun. No, I'm kidding. I definitely don't say that.
I mean, obviously, Dylan's not averse to killing someone that needs to be killed, but that's the point, is he's not sure that you need that needs to be what happens.
Yeah.
And it'd be a bummer to do that if there was another way. But I mean, obviously, right now it's the best plan, the only plan. But if we can come up with something else, obviously that's preferable. But yeah.
yeah, I mean it's up to you guys.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, yeah, like that's the going plan now. But I think we should still try and find a way to get him to do something else if we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, what's the plan going forward then?
Sacrifice counter.
I think we should. I think we should try to break that orb, which we don't have. So
All
we
right.
can't do
Well,
that, never
first step is get the orb back.
Yeah, I don't mean that because we don't have the orb.
And then breaking the orb wouldn't really do anything unless he's attached to it.
That's the thing. We also
I
don't
mean,
know
if
what the
we
orb
can-
does, so it might.
Yeah,
have
I mean, if we
magical
could
abilities that
damage whatever he's going into before he goes into it, to the point where, despite it making him powerful, we could easily break it. Then
I mean, a bunch of gods want all of these, so I doubt we'd have the power to destroy
Yeah.
them. I say that.
well, yeah, and I meant like if we could break it before it was imbued with power, which I don't know.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure it already is imbued. with
Already
power
is, yeah.
because
That makes sense.
Everyone's vying for it.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And and apparently we can't really trick him to get into something that's useless.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean,
we could get something else magical. It's not
Right.
as
Like your eyes.
So Alphonse, I mean, first thing first is maybe like try to get the orb back from Nurani.
well, I don't do
Oh,
that.
yeah,
We're not
that's
going to
gonna
give him the orb.
All right. So
Plus, I don't want to have the curse put back on me. So
that's a fair point. Yeah.
plus, I mean, like,
All right. I mean, so what
There's-
are you guys gonna do then? Like, what are you gonna do instead?
kill them all.
I mean, I'll try getting the orb.
Okay, so
But
you
I
have,
mean, what-
again, you have a series of things that have to happen here. Are you going to try to, attack Winter directly, or just try to, like, assassinate him or something like that? Or are you going to keep going with this, let's take down the church first? You know what I mean? Like, what's... What's the secret of events here?
I don't think there's any reason to get the orb because we're not going to give him the orb because we don't want him to be unkillable, right? I mean, I assume we're in that consensus.
It's probably a lot safer to have it with
So
Nerani.
dumb question. I figured that I just figured this out as you kept talking. But what is the orb we're talking about?
The orb,
the one that gave him magic, Alfons magic.
The orb that was that treasure that you found at the end of the first arc. Remember where the ritual happened and you guys went down those stairs and there was this fountain. There's like a Well of Ascensions type thing. And
okay, all right.
He's had it, like, Alfons has had it the whole
dawns.
time. Yeah, and then
It's literally just been in my pocket the whole time.
he traded it to Nerani for Dellen's curse to be lifted.
Oh, well, what does the orb do?
We don't
They
know.
don't know. Like,
I mean, it gave Alphonse magic, but we don't know what else.
But that's really all that you've been able to figure out that it did. No one really tried to ever use it, actually, to be honest. But then, yeah, like, the Order wants all of these treasures, apparently. Oh, and that's the thing, too. Is Min involved in these conversations? Or is he just...
No. He's
last time I checked,
I guess,
Min was just
right,
trying to
he's still a
Giolina.
Giolina. Yeah, he's still a Giolina.
Yeah. Rallying the defenses
Sure,
and
yeah.
whatnot.
Wait, isn't Min that guy that, like, was just trying to leave as soon as possible? Because wasn't he the other Order guy?
Yeah, he was, but I convinced him
he
otherwise.
Convinced him,
Oh.
He convinced him otherwise.
Of course you did.
Well,
I was about to ask where Achia was, and then I remembered that that's... Yeah.
I'm
She's
so,
with our
I'm
other
so proud of
characters.
you, David. You didn't call her the Abyss.
Yeah.
You actually called her by name. Yeah, you guys have Achia, your other characters
Yeah.
too. By the way, are you free this Sunday for that? You guys, Trevor and David? That was the plan.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I am. For Marin
For
and...
Necropolis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
cool, awesome. Just making sure. Yeah.
So yeah, Jared, you sent Achia with a weird, like... I'm trying to think of ways to say it.
Well,
It sound
you
weird.
sent it with Giolina's lover. What?
Oh,
So yeah.
wait, what's
Alphonse,
going
David's
on?
other character that he made for this is Giolina's lover that she has instead of you now.
I'm gonna have to kill you.
Oh, wait, I didn't know that was the thing.
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't know you two were involved.
Oh no,
To be fair-
I told you that when we were talking about
You
it.
did?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. That's terrible. My
I
bad.
feel like I'm gonna have to kill you.
Then also Cadmail. So
You might have some trouble with that. I can kill people with my magic, and I have gray, like, 6 dice. Oh, I can't I can put you to sleep with it. Can't kill you.
I can actually kill you with my magic once I unlock it, and it's gray shaded now, so suck it.
No, yeah, mine's gray, too. What's your dice?
It's not opened yet.
Yeah, see, I have gray 6 or 7. I think it was 6.
Okay, I have gray 6 for heal.
Well, then it'll be a good fight. We'll just play music, or I'll play music at you, and you can do whatever you do at me, and then pray at me, and then we'll see who dies. It'll be good. But yeah, so him and then Cadmail, right?
Yep.
Are the ones seeing her out of the
And Dusla, your
right? Yeah.
your guard.
Yep.
I just made a character sheet for him.
Oh, sweet. Alright, yeah, so-
what's the plan, guys?
So do
I
you want
guess,
to attack
yeah.
the church with winter and whatnot first?
I mean, well, we have to convince him somehow to do that, and that's going to be more dangerous than
And
just
that's the
killing
thing.
him.
Yeah,
And
remember the
Yeah.
plan was you had to give him the orb, and then he would do that with you.
right. Plus,
I mean, it wasn't established I had to give him the orb.
It definitely was.
He just wanted to know about it.
No, he definitely wanted the orb, dude.
Gosh darn.
plus, I mean, the idea was to kill him anyways,
Yeah.
or to remove him from the equation, and I'd much rather do that than try and fight an enemy alongside him, which would be way more dangerous than just attacking him head on.
But we need to get we need for there to be a way where it's not just me and his base.
I mean, no, we're just gonna take our part of the cult, throw them at his part of the cult, and hope our part of the cult
I
wins.
mean, that works.
I guess we could do that. Yeah.
And if they don't, then we'll just be like, yo, church, 3/4 of the cult's gone. Come clean up the mess. We did our jobs. Give us our shiny medal. Also die.
Yeah, we could do that. Also die.
I mean, we're in a pretty good spot here. I think we can leverage it. As long as we don't die in the fight, this will go well for us, I
Yeah.
think.
The only problem is you have to convince the church without me.
Well, no, I mean, this has been the plan. Like, the
Okay.
plan was that we'd infiltrate this cult.
Do
And
any of
then
you have
just-
falsehood?
destroy them, which is what we did.
I do
No.
for like
Okay.
2. Let's see.
I mean, technically, we won't have
I
to
thought
lie.
it was
The cult
3.
did tear itself apart,
I guess.
and we do need them to just come in and clean up.
Okay.
We just have to not say anything else.
Oh, that's right. I need to make a new threat for your guys' cult.
Oh, great.
More threats.
But yeah,
Let's
basically
kill
everything
them
we
off
have is on
before-
like a timer.
Yeah. Basically, it can all go wrong, which is why we need to just
Mhm.
crush them against the other people as soon as possible,
Yeah.
so that at least one of them is gone.
I mean, if we assassinated Winter and Jontos and all the like higher ups, we could get all of the cult and then attack.
Right. Yeah.
That would be
The only thing is that that's more dangerous for us, and since we're planning on getting all these
Yeah.
people killed at some point anyways, I feel like getting them killed is sort of. I feel like we shouldn't risk us when we could just get them
Mhm.
killed earlier. That might be a better plan because honestly, we're probably gonna have a harder time attacking the church than we are gonna attacking a bunch of cultists.
yeah.
So maybe that's not a bad idea.
The thing is, like, if we get all the cultists on our side without like Winter and Jontos, like they won't betray us afterwards.
Yeah. We should set up a meeting in which we swap things and then swap swords instead.
Mhm.
And
Okay, so
yeah.
I go back to Winter, tell him a meeting place and whatnot, and I say I up the ante and say I have I think I have a suitable replacement for your body as well. One,
Okay, so what? How do you get this message to him?
I mean, I could just go in and talk to him.
I mean, yeah, okay. I was just curious if whether or not you would actually just go in and talk to him. Yeah, I mean, okay, so I mean,
is this like a plan now, or Are we
yeah,
still-
exactly. Is this
Okay.
actually happening or what?
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
Okay, I mean, I think we montage that. We don't really need to play it out all that
Okay.
much, but
Yeah.
so you.
Also, I think. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all right. I'm just gonna say so you go up and you're convincing them that you have an artifact for him and you have a replacement for his body.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think we cut to that point, right? Like you guys are. This is like a whole montage of like planning and all that stuff. So,
Mhm.
so Alfons, you know, part of this is in between the montage of you guys talking about it. Like you're like, all right, so I'll go and talk to Winter, and then we kind of cut a little bit, in the montage to you talking to Winter,
Mhm.
and you're like standing, standing next to him while he's still on that Tekoni meditation rug, meditating.
Yeah.
And so he's like, well, I'm not sure that I'll need another body, but you say exchange a meeting?
Yeah.
Where would this meeting be?
Somewhere of neutral ground.
Is there neutral ground in this sort of environment, Alfons?
The church. The church is neutral. They hate everybody.
Yeah,
Seriously, we should
neutrally
be like,
hates
we'll have it
everybody.
at the church's hall after you help us kill everyone.
Pretty good idea.
No, that's
Oh,
I think so.
you would not agree with
I
that.
mean, that's a neutral spot.
It is.
Yeah.
Technically speaking.
The Necropolis, that's a neutral spot.
So yeah, I mean, where is this suggested that you?
Well, I'm not necessarily sure your replacement will be thrilled, but we have him at our base, and he's magically inclined, and
Magically inclined.
yeah, and you're powerful enough to not worry about us. So you wanna come to our an area that's not our fortress that we have under control?
And he says, let's meet in the open, the courtyard, the wharf district,
All right.
where the battle happened. I think
Another battle.
I think I have some things to say to the public anyway.
Okay.